Hi everyone. I'm Nadishan from Cardiff and Toastmasters Club. Happy to join you today.
Thank you very much, Nadishan. All right, so we can start the proceedings today. So we have our energetic Toastmaster of the day today, Toastmaster Akila Salim. So she's working as actually a quality assurance engineer, and she has a master in information system management from University of Colombo. She is our energetic and dynamic PR, Vice President of Public Relations. Kudos to you. I think we see lots of changes in our platforms. That's really exciting. Over to you, Toastmaster Akila, to start the proceedings.
Thank you, Pobadu. Let me share my screen. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. So, welcome to 138th meeting of AATSL Emerging Toastmasters Club. So, today we are going to explore two very different worlds, life in the city and the life in the village. Yes, our theme is a tale of two worlds, city bus versus village Huzz. So before starting, so I'm going to show you a simple, small 2 minutes video that described about village life and city life. So let's start with that video. So here I'm going to share you that video.
Oh no!
Okay, so that's about that city life and village life. So let me share the screen again. Okay. So as we know, city life is always busy and exciting. So there's so much going on in city life, as we know, people rushing around, traffic, and everyone staying connected all the time. So it's a place where you can chase your dreams and find a lot of opportunities. In the other side, village life. Let's see. But village life is opposite. It's calm and peaceful. In the village, time seems to slow down, right? You can hear the birds singing, and everyone knows each other in the village. The air is fresh and the nights are quiet. These two worlds are very different, but each has something special to offer. Right. So, on that note, let me explain how today's Toastmasters meeting is set up. So we have 4 main parts. Let me share you that. So first we start with a round robin session here. So this is a warm up where everyone gets a chance to speak for 15 to 20 seconds. And next we will move to the prepared speeches session. So in this part, our speakers will give speeches that they have practiced and prepared based on projects from their Toastmaster manuals. So after that, we have the table topic session. So this is where we practice the speaking without any preparation. So it's going to help us think quickly and speaking on that spot. So finally, we are ending up the evaluation session. So our evaluator is going to give us feedback on the speeches, pointing out what was good and suggesting how the speakers can improve. As we navigate through today's meeting with our theme, City versus Village Life, it's essential to stay mindful of our time, just as we do in our daily lives. Whether we are keeping up with the fast pace of the city or enjoying the slower rhythm of village life. To help us manage our time effectively, we have the timer role today. To help us stay on track with our time, please join me in welcoming our timer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Iroshani. So Toastmaster Iroshani will be keeping track of the time spent by each speaker to ensure we run smoothly and efficiently. Toastmaster Iroshani, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Since Toastmaster Hiroshani is unavailable today, I will be acting as the acting timer today. As the time of today's meeting, your great resource is your time. I will be evaluating the time element of today's meeting. The timing criteria is as following. The round robin session, each and every speaker will get 20 seconds. For table topics evaluation, 1 minute per table topic speech. During the icebreaker speeches, prepared speeches, table topic speeches, prepared speech evaluations, and table topic evaluations, you will be qualified at the green card, merit awarded at the yellow card, and accomplished at the red card. However, you will be getting a 30 seconds grace period except for table topics evaluations. Your greatest resource is your time. Your greatest resource is your time. With this, I would like to hand over my controls to Madam Toastmaster of the Day, Akila. Over to you.
Thank you, Heishan, for that introduction. So as we continue exploring the theme, city life and village life, so let's remember that just like in life, effective communication requires attention to detail. So one of those details is avoiding the filler words like and which can distract from our message. So to help us minimize these distractions, we have the R-Counter role. Please join me in welcoming our R-Counter for today's meeting, Toastmaster Geethalada Thangaraja. So she will explain her role in more details.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I am playing a role of R-Counter. My role as the R-Counter is to count the number of unnecessary sounds or repetitive words you may use when you are speaking. I've been listening to the correct sounds like and also the filler sounds and phrases such as but, so, like, etc. This injection generally disturb the flow of the speech and make the speech less interesting. I'll present my report when called upon by general evaluator. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Geeta. So as we continue with our meeting, let's focus on how we use language, whether we are talking about the hustle and bustle of city life or the peaceful charm of village life. Language is a powerful tool that shapes how we express our thoughts and ideas. To help us use our words effectively and correctly, we have a crucial role in every Toastmasters meeting, the grammarian. So please join me in welcoming our grammarian for today's meeting, our guest Zeenatul Amina, who will share her role and introduce the word of the day. Over to you, Zeenatul Amina.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akila. Good evening, Toastmaster fellows and guests. As a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language, as well as any outstanding words, chords, saying, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce a word of the day. So, I have chosen a word called articulate, which means expressing ideas clearly and effectively. So I would like to say a sentence to more elaborate this word. She was able to articulate her ideas clearly, making it easy for the audience to understand her complex points. So this is the word for the day I would like to suggest, and I'm handing over to Toastmaster Akila.
Can you put that word of the day in the chat box also? So then again,
Yes, sure.
you can. Yeah, thank you, Amina. So next, as we journey through our theme of city and village life, it's important to not only share our ideas, but also to reflect on how well we communicate them. So this is where the general evaluator plays a crucial role. The general evaluator is normally responsible for evaluating the overall quality of our meeting today. So they will observe everything from how smoothly the meeting runs to how each participant fulfills their role. So please join me in welcoming our general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Heshan Hettiaraichi, who will guide us through the evaluation process. Over to you, Toastmaster Heshan.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. As the general evaluator, I will be evaluating each and every participant as well as each and every element of the meeting as a whole. And when called upon during the evaluation session, I will be presenting my report. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Heshan. So now this is the moment that all of us are waiting for, the round robin session. So to provide us with a challenge for today's round robin session, we have Toastmaster Mohammad Hishan. So Toastmaster Hishan, the virtual stage is yours.
Hello, peeps. I think I heard someone calling my name, and here I am. So let me introduce formally. Good evening, my dear kings, queens, Toastmasters, and the rest of my family, I would say. So today I will be your round robin master. So yeah, I guess, yeah, round robin master. And today we have a slight twist. I'll be sharing my screen and there are new pretty faces today. So before starting our session, I would like everyone to switch on their video for a better Toastmasters event. So moving on with my event, let me screen share. Let's go and let's start. Okay, so for those new Toastmasters who are not here, they might be wondering what this guy is talking about round robin. What is this round robin? Okay, let me explain you simply but thoroughly. So, round robin session is basically a session that only Sri Lankan Toastmasters have in their meetings. What they do is basically each person gets 20 seconds. All right. And I will call their names based on their speaking order, and they just only have to talk for 20 seconds on that certain topic. So shall we move on to the topics, my dear ladies and gentlemen? Who's up first? All right. Today's topic is describe one thing you love about village life and one thing you love about city life. Simple, isn't it? I guess most of us are from city life here, so hopefully none of us would betray city life. So moving on with our energetic Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Akila Salim.
Yeah, Hishan. Okay, so one thing I love about village life, okay, because I'm currently living in village, so it's nature. So there are like nature is I love nature. There are like beautiful paddy fields, beach, and you can see earlier sunrise and all. But city life, okay, when it comes to entertainment and all, shopping and other stuff, I like city life. So other than that,
Okay.
village life also okay.
That's great. With that being said, I would like to call my president. He's in a very serious mood today. So would you like to start your speech, Toastmaster Pubudu?
Yes,
Oh,
so
yeah,
village
go on.
life, I think is the place where you can be yourself rather than worrying about this rush and everything. We can just play around with our friends and colleagues rather than think about the future and the money and everything without much of a hustle. But when it comes to village, it's always about this rat race, and we always worry about our work, our day-to-day life.
Okay.
So
And
I
with
would
that being
say
said,
that's where we need to have this balance.
yes, exactly. Balance, one of the most crucial things in life. With that being said, let me call upon our seriously paced Toastmaster Hishan. I think my club is very serious today. Come on, let's chill up, guys.
One thing that I can articulate about the village life is that we can enjoy the calmness. Whilst one thing I can articulate about the city life is that we can enjoy fine dining places, especially during the modern era. Over to you.
Thank you. And now let me call upon Toastmaster Branavan Kuganesan from IIT Toastmasters.
Hello, I'm living in Colombo, but now I'm in Jaffna, my hometown, which is village. And I love to be here because there's so many festivals happening in Kovils, festivals, especially in Nallur, and that festival thing and culture. I can learn about the more cultural things in village. That's the one thing I love about village. In city life, is a modern thing. I love movie theaters and everything is around just one walk away. Just in 100 meters, everything we have in Colombo. That's why I love city life. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And let me introduce our visiting Toastmaster, Toastmaster Yalini, all the way from Kandy, I guess.
Now in Colombo, Hishan.
Oh, Colombo, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
But I too love village life, mainly for the decibel levels that gives. I actually cannot articulate enough about village life. But I thought I will never be a city girl, but here I am in Colombo, in city. But it's about no gossip. Yeah, over to you.
Thank you. And up next is Toastmaster Indrani Senaratna. All right, let's move with Toastmaster Pasindu from Central Colombo Toastmasters Club.
So since I'm living in a city, what I can say that what I like about the city is actually the convenience. Obviously, you can do almost everything day-to-day life. But when it comes to the village, the most highlighting part is it's peaceful, calm, and you can leave all the stress away just for a short while though, not altogether.
Thank you. And now let me call upon Toastmaster Geeta from the suburbs of Kandy, I guess. So, Jaffna.
I like village life because village life always a peaceful life, and also village people are always keeping the close relationship with each other. Then I prefer village life. But in another part, city life also very good because we can access all the facilities there. Anyway, balancing is good actually.
Oh, that's great. With that being said, let me call upon Toastmaster Nadishan Kandangara from Carlsbad Toastmasters Club. All right, then let's move on to Toastmaster Charles Hamilton from Healing Communicators Toastmasters Club from Bahamas.
I love village life because I enjoy nature. I enjoy the quiet. I enjoy community. I enjoy being able to not deal with the sounds of horns beeping every single day. However, I enjoy city life as well because of the things to do and the nightlife. So back to you, Toastmaster today.
Thank you. Now let me call upon Toastmaster Shahela Sabil from Millennium Toastmasters Club.
Hi, I'm not Sheila. I'm Zakaria Shahid. I don't like village life. I like city life. I am from Oman. I came a long way to Sri Lanka, so I can have fun here and city center. Thank you.
It's very cute, wonderful. Let's give a small round of applause to Toastmaster Sabil's son, I presume.
Thank you.
Welcome, my dear. And now let me call upon Toastmaster Amina to speak a few words.
It's Amina.
Oh, it's Amina. Okay, sorry.
It's okay with Toastmaster Hisha. Actually, my thought is little bit contradict because I love sometimes village life and sometimes city life. Because mostly I love the village, as everyone said, it's a calm and peaceful situation, and we have a healthy life there, and we are getting everything natural mostly. But sometimes it's very tough while considering the education and the hospital side and other important stuff which is essential for our daily lives. So at that point, I feel like better if we are living in a city life. So it's depend on the mind and the situation. Really, I'm struggling to choose which is better. But when considering the most of the time, village life is little bit better than the city life. Thank you.
Thank you. And now let me call upon Toastmaster Shayhun. All right, then let me call upon Toastmaster Munzir. All right, and how about Toastmaster Shantan Namaratnam?
Okay, hi. So what do I love about village life is, besides the nature and the peace, I do love the fact that the people there are friendlier, they are warmer. You know, it's like a community, it's like a big family in the village. And what do I love about city life? Yes, I've always been in the city. And what I love about it is that there are all these cafes, the clubs, and not to mention the amenities that's there. So yeah, I love them both. Thank you.
Thank you. So let me talk a few words of village life and city life. one thing that I love about city life is the nature. I mean, imagine waking up on a Sunday morning, looking at those beautiful trees with sun coming out of those glasses, out of your window, and brightly pointing at your face. Imagine that feeling. And in city life, imagine those fancy fashion halls that we could go on and spend our money to buy on makeup and costumes and designs and all these will. So every two of the so all of these two aspects in life is unique. City life is unique and the village life is also unique. So let's embrace both the lives and let's see what we could get the best out of them rather than finding the negativity. So with that being said, I'll end my round robin session. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. I'll be coming back again.
Thank you, Hisham. So that was a very interesting round robin session. So before we be moving on to the prepared speech session, I would like to show you some images that shows the comparison between the village life and city life. So it's just some funny difference between village and city life. So let me share that quickly and okay, so you can see here. So the first one, village life and city life. So the first one, the first image shows the difference. So where there is a nature in the village life and there are a lot of buildings in the city life. So here, the first differentiation, so I just got it from Google. So you can see here, so the first image shows a city girl. So there's a girl. So they are panic stricken by just thinking about having to wash dishes. So it's just like they are very bored to do the cleaning stuff. But in there's another picture shows, you can see someone from a small town. So he's telling, so come on, you can like, you don't have that cattle. So you can see this is one picture about city and village life. The next one, okay, the first image shows here. So in a city, we don't get close to our neighbors. That's right. So you can see, look at this girl from apartment 230. So they are like just giving some opinions and they are gossiping about that girl, right? So, and the other side, you can see in the village, everything is different in a small town because they are like very friendly and they're asking, okay, how are you? How is your mom and all? So this picture shows on that. And the next one, there's again, there's another funny image here. You can see even city mosquitoes are weak because, okay, he can't, the mosquito, he couldn't like go through that net. So the window net, I won't find food here, he's telling. So the next image you can see, it's a different matter when nature is just around the corner. So the village mosquito is very brave and you can see his body like he's like very fit and all. So he can get the food by like destroying that mosquito net. So that image shows another funny one. So you can see here, I don't care about the mess or the old sofa. The main thing is that I look nice. It's from a city woman. And the other corner, you can see there's a village girl. She's telling a cozy home makes the woman. So she loves cleaning the home and like she's a homemaker. And she likes to make her place look nice. And you can see the next one, city dwellers prefer to eat some exotic food out at a restaurant. So the next image shows that villagers, okay, like to eat at home with home cooked traditional food on the table. The next one, as you can see, the first image in the city apartment building. So if you are like staying, you may like have that experience. So you can't get away from the noise coming from your neighbors above, below, or any next order from in that apartment, right? So, but at the other side, in the village or small town, it's always peaceful life and it's very quiet. So with that all saying, I'm going to again, so let's move on to the next session, prepared speech session. Okay, so let's slow down a bit as we move to our prepared speeches. like life in the village. So these speeches are the result of careful thought and preparation. Our speakers have taken the time to put together their ideas, much like how someone in the village might plan their day. So let's welcome our first speaker to share her thought with us. The first speaker for this round, Toastmaster Charles Hamilton from Healing Communicators Toastmasters Club. As he want to leave early, he's going to attend his speech now. To evaluate this speech, so we have Toastmaster Yalini Baladasan from Ceylon Advanced Toastmasters Club. So I request Toastmaster Yalini Baladasan to read out the speech objectives. Toastmaster Yalini, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akila. Before I start, introduce a speaker from the Caribbean islands of Bahamas. A small question over to you, Toastmaster Charles. Here we call it's Toastmasters clubs. I think you're a dual member of, this is Toastmaster Nikita Charles Hamilton. He's from two Toastmasters clubs, which are called Healing Communicators Club and Dayton United Communication Club. So y'all call it Communicators Club, is it over there?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Working to continue to build our communication skills.
Oh, lovely. Right. So Toastmaster Charles Hamilton is in his third pathway, and he's in the level 1, and it's his project 4, which is evaluation and feedback, the first speech. So the purpose of this speech is, purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech, receive feedback from the evaluator, and he will come back and do the speech or another speech another day, incorporating his elements. Toastmaster Charles Hamilton, to be constructive, Toastmaster Charles Hamilton.
We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Madam Toastmaster of today, Toastmasters and guests, good evening. These words, these sentences, this mission is something that we as Toastmasters say at club meetings all around the world. But have we truly reflected on what this statement means? As the adage goes, quote, the pen is mightier than the sword. However, I was told by a wise person that the pen isn't mightier than the sword. Pens don't win battles, and swords don't write poetry. Mighty is the hand that knows when to pick up the pen and when to pick up the sword. And so we can wield our words like weapons, or we can utilize our words as a tool to construct and build up a person. So when we say that we provide a supportive and positive learning experience, that is what other Toastmasters and guests expect when they enter the physical or virtual halls of a Toastmasters club. As a Toastmaster, we navigate our paths, we forge sentences, we master languages, and we construct stories to motivate, educate, celebrate life's lessons and journeys with those around us. And we need to understand the importance of giving and receiving feedback. Giving feedback is an important skill to succeed as a communicator and as a speaker, as it allows us to identify and articulate a purposeful message when speaking to a group. Giving feedback can make or break a Toastmaster or a prospective Toastmaster's self-confidence. Remember, we are to provide a supportive and positive learning experience for members and guests as they step forward to the lectern. The number one fear that people have is the fear of death. The second most common fear is the fear of public speaking. So know that when somebody attempts to come forward to this lectern, they are attempting to overcome a fear as powerful as death. I recall talking to a Toastmaster that attended one meeting where he gave an icebreaker speech and received feedback and never came back. He felt like his first public speech, his evaluation was sharp, was critical, it was destructive. So when giving feedback, I encourage the following. Reach out to a Toastmaster to find out how far along are they on their Toastmasters journey. Are they just starting an icebreaker, or have they been in the journey for a while? That can help to shape how an evaluation can be given. A second thing I encourage is something that I've learned recently. Ask the speaker, what do they want to be focused on? I had someone reach out to me when I was giving a speech and asked me, what do you want me to focus on, Toastmaster Hamilton? And I never had that happen to me before. And I said, this is actually pretty good, because now I know I'm good at this and I'm good at that, but can you focus on the following elements of my speech so that I can grow as a Toastmaster? 3, you're not given an evaluation to win best evaluator of the meeting, but you're giving an evaluation to help a Toastmaster grow. That is always the goal of an evaluation, to help a Toastmaster grow. And that means always find something positive to say. Always find a way to challenge them in a way that comes across as constructive, because our words have power. Receiving feedback is also a viable skill, but it's hard. I know. We all want to be perfect. We all want 100%. We all want to have A's. But as humans, we are perfectly imperfect. Remember, as a Toastmaster, you are providing a speech to be evaluated. That means that you're going to find things that you excel in, things where you have challenges, and things where you can move forward and grow. Also remember, your evaluator may not always listen intently, but don't take that to heart. Try to pick up. Are they saying something that I actually do and I know I can improve on, even if they weren't listening clearly? Because that's an important of receiving feedback. And I encourage persons to spread their wings outside their club and get feedback from other Toastmasters who don't hear you speak on a frequent basis. That's how you grow. That's how you'll get better. Because the feedback you get from people around you may stagnate over time because they've gotten comfortable knowing you. So if I can leave you with some closing words. John C. Maxwell said in his book, Make Today Count. Because it's important that we learn how to understand people. And to do that, we have to mind the following truths about people and the actions that we can take to bridge those gaps. People are insecure, so give them confidence. People want to feel special, so sincerely compliment them. People desire for a better tomorrow, so show them hope. People need to be understood, so listen to them. And people get emotionally low, so encourage them. So remember, it's important to be constructive, as you don't know how you can change someone's life for the better. Because you can choose to wield your words, not as a weapon, but as a tool to help them grow positively and passionately in the art of public speaking. Back to you, Toastmaster, today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Charles, for that wonderful speech. It was really nice. Okay, let's move on to our second speaker. So our second speaker is Toastmaster Geethalada Thangaraja, and her evaluator is Toastmaster Shahila Shabil from the Millennium Toastmasters Club. So Toastmaster Shahila Shabil, could you read the project objectives of Geethalada?
Yes, thank you very much. My speaker, Toastmaster Geethalada Thangaraja, will be performing her presentation mastery level 2, project 2. And the objectives are, she has to perform a well-organized speech on any topic. And she has to I will be noticing her intentional and anti-intentional movement of body language. And it can be humorous, informative, or any other styles. The speech shouldn't be a report on the content of effective body language. The topic is the power of resilience. Toastmaster Geethalada Thangaraja. Toastmaster Geethalada Thangaraja, the power of resilience. Back to you.
If you can't fly, you run. If you can't run, then you walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. My dear Toastmasters and guests, today I would like to talk about something we all encounter in our life: resilience. Resilience is the ability to keep going and stay strong even when things get tough. It's not just about bouncing back. It's about learning and growing from our challenges. Let me share a personal story that illustrates the true power of resilience. A few years ago, I faced a major challenge that tested my resilience. I was working on a critical project at my studies, putting in long hours and sacrificing my weekends. I was confident that the success was within reach. But something terrible happened. Just weeks before I had to present my project, my computer crashed and all of my work was lost. I felt like my whole efforts was lost and I didn't know what to do. I was in shock, trying to process what had happened. But as the reality set in, I started to feel frustrated and angry. I felt like throwing my hands up and giving up. But later, I realized that giving up was not an option. I needed to find a way to overcome this obstacle. So, I decided to ask for help. I talked to my friends, my colleagues about what happened. They were really supportive. They gave me advice, helped me to recover some of my lost work, and even helped me rebuild what I had lost. Then I started to make progress again. In the end, not only did I finish my project, but also it turned out even better than I had hoped. And also, I learned that how to handle the problems differently, how to ask for help, and how to manage my stress. Also, I learned that resilience is not just about enduring tough times, and it's also about using those tough times to learn and become stronger and better. Challenges help us discover our true potential and push us to grow in unexpected ways. As we face challenges in our own lives, let's remember that each difficulty is a chance to grow and improve. Embrace the obstacles, seek support if needed, and keep moving forward with resilience. In addition, resilience is not just about an individual effort. It's also about surrounding yourself with people who support and uplift you. When we are going through the difficulties, it's easy to feel frustrated and alone. But having a strong network of friends and family can make all the difference. So, the next time when you face a challenge, don't be discouraged. Take a deep breath and assess the situation and find a way to overcome it. And always keep in mind, every champion was once a contender that refused to give up. So face the difficulties and keep moving forward with resilience. Over to you.
Thank you, Geeta, for that wonderful speech. So let's move on to our, okay, it's time to introduce our last speaker. Our third speaker is Toastmaster Mohammad Hishan. So his evaluator is Toastmaster Nadishan Kannangara from Kargil's Back Toastmasters Club. So I would like to call Toastmaster Nadishan Kannangara to read Toastmaster Hishan's project objectives.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good evening, everyone. It's my job to introduce Toastmaster exam for the last speech part. Ishan, I knew as a judge Toastmasters Academy, and today only I got to know that he is a hockey player and a cricket player. The past schedule of Royal College. He has completed his second part of the project. It's today's project. It's 10 to 12 minutes each. We'll be completing the second part. Wonderful. Today, the project objective is for the member to deliver a speech on his growth achieved during completing the project of the presentation part. Without taking much due, let's listen from Toastmaster Hisham. Toastmaster Hisham Mohammed, the art of subtle change. The art of subtle change. Toastmaster Hisham Mohammed.
When I was 10 years old, I went to a place with my parents. I had my brother and as well as my two parents going on in my front. So going on in the street, I saw this beautiful place. Where they sold this beautiful watch. I fell in love on the first moment I saw it. I went towards my father and I touched him gently. Dada, please, Dada, I love that watch so much. Can I please get it, Dada?
Watch? For you? Why?
Dada, I love that watch, Dada. See that beautiful designs in that watch. See that beautiful, beautiful black color Ben 10. Please, Dada. No watch for you. Watch? Aren't you studying? Go study. Playing on watches. Then I went towards my mother. Mama, please, Mama. Please buy me that watch, Mama. Please. No, son. I'm not going to buy you that watch. Come along, she said. An arrow passed through my heart, piercing it, making me fall. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the moment. That was the moment when I went to buy stuff with my brother. He loved something, I loved something else. But at the end of the day, he got the thing that he wanted. But me, I was disappointed. I was lost, ladies and gentlemen. And I went alone. Nothing. And this was the point I didn't know what my brother did to get that thing and what I didn't do to get that certain thing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me come towards the journey. Let us pass through how I mastered the art of persuasion. So today we will be talking about 5 main things. Firstly, I will be introducing for what this persuasive influence means to those new Toastmasters. And I will be talking, secondly, of the key milestones. Thirdly, I will be talking about the importance of empathy and emotional intelligence. Now, some might be wondering how this empathy and this emotional intelligence comes up with this topic. But it holds one of the vital parts. It is one of the vital parts that needs to be talked on this topic. And for I'm going to give you simple techniques that you can do to achieve this persuasive skill. Then I will be talking about the final reflections and I will be winding it up. So what is persuasion? Guys, talking on to my brother wanted that watch as well. But he used this certain set of skills. He bargained with my parents to achieve what he wanted. He used his communication skills to the utmost level to make his worth live. All right. So persuasion skill is what you do in your day-to-day life to achieve something that you need, that you desperately need, through the way of communicating, effective communication. So why is persuasion important? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're working in a place and if your co-worker is trying to give you trouble saying, bro, can you please do this for me too? Bro, can you please do this as well? Bro, can you please do this as well? If he gives all his work to you as well, so you'll feel this pressure. All right. Why do I have to do this thing? But if you don't have that ability to say no and ability to make him do his own work, that is where you fail. All right. So persuasion is used all around the world. Talking to your family members, in your workplace, with your brother, even during with your wife in your arguments, I would say. So going on, we will learn on how I mastered persuasion. So key milestones. So you know that doing this pathway helped me improve my skills in 4 aspects. I'll be calling personal life, definitely. So in personal life, I was pretty much someone who's like, oh, okay, Machan, I'll do this work. Okay, I'll do this work. Give it to me. I'll do everything. So these things made my mind blast because I was focusing on too much things. So achieving this persuasion, I was able to divert the amount of pressure that came to me in a different angle. So this made me free. And when it comes to Toastmasters, so, being an ExCo member, asking members itself to do roles is one of the hectic things that Toastmasters have, right? Bro, can you be the grammarian today? Bro, can you do TM audit today? Bro, can you do 3 roles today?
That is one of the most hectic things that I had when it comes to Toastmasters. So how I did this was, Machan, if you do this role, I will give you 50 rupees. Machan, if you do this role, I will give you toffees next meetings. So doing these stuff made me even better. So debate. I was a person who was like, debate? Not for me. But later on, I realized that debate is one of the most easiest things that you can do if you have the ability to persuade. You need to persuade your judges. You need to persuade the other speakers to think, what the hell is this guy speaking? So persuasion helped me on this debating skills as well. So when it comes to sports, you do this huddle, right? Some people after halftime will be like, Machan, that game is so dumb. We're gonna lose that game. Leave it. Let's play. And our coach will like, what? You're gonna lose? Are you playing for your school? He will use these tough lines such as pride, the name of the school, and how we should sacrifice our lives for the school. So all these types of things. So at an instance where we were losing a match, our captain came in and said, Machan, Royal, don't make the name go bad, Machan. If we are losing, we have to lose in a respectful way. You need to do something for the school, all right? Do your everything. Keep your head and sacrifice your life to put that ball into the goal, ladies and gentlemen. So these are one of the arts of persuasion skills that I learned from sports as well as learning through this pathway. So moving on into the next section, which is one of the most important segments, empathy and emotional intelligence. So empathy is like feeling sad for someone, going through their feelings and feeling sad for themselves, as if that thing happened to us as well, right? So how is this going to work? Imagine that your parents or your friends are having these suicidal things. One of my cousins past weeks came to my house and said he felt so bad that he wanted to die. His girlfriend has left him. I was like, bro, if you leave one, you can have 1,000 more. There's the sea of girls in this world. So why do you have to worry about this? But he's like, it is the only girl in the world. I love her so much. Bro, you will love someone else, bro. Leave it out. It's okay. Sometimes these happen as well, right? So you need to go towards his feeling, all right? Get to his mind and apply that pressure to make him change that decision. Suicide decision, change it. If he's having a bad time, you can change it. It's the person and the vibe. Those things never change. So how can you achieve this? Through the art of persuasion. How can you achieve persuasion? That through effective communication. If you wanted to save lives, you don't have to be a doctor. You can be a persuasive speaker. You just have to change their minds, ladies and gentlemen. And that happens if you are an emotional, intelligent person. So improve yourself to be that guy. Your friend might need it. Your sister might need it. Your brother might need it. Oh, let it say your teacher even might need it. So you need to relax yourself. You need to be that star every time you be in any room, at any place. So you need to improve these skills, right? So how are you going to improve these skills? I will give you 4 simple techniques on how you're going to improve these skills. Storytelling. So by giving a story, people are going to come towards you. They want, story, let's go. And everyone's going to come towards you and listen to you. If you go and say advices, who is going to listen to you, man? When my mom comes and gives me advices, the first thing I do is to shut the door, because I've heard enough of advices. I want someone else to give a real life example and use that to give a certain message rather than just giving advices. That's one of the bad things that has ever happened to me. So storytelling. Have you ever heard the speech of Muhammad Qahtani, The Art of Public Speaking? Give a quick raise of hands. I know everyone is sleeping, but I need a quick raise of hands. All right, I can see Toastmaster Yalni. So in that speech, he uses a cigarette. He uses that cigarette thing, and in the first half of his speech, he even convinced me to go and take a cigarette, right? In his speech, please listen to his speech. So in his speech, he started telling about
cigarettes in a very good way, but actually it was all a lie. So we believe that speech. Why? Because it is appealing to the audience. He's wearing this coat and he looks like some professional guy, but he's not a doctor. He's not a doctor. He looks professional, but he's not a doctor. So appealing, so wearing this appealing stuff in the audience also gives you that chance to go and listen to his speech, right? And creating a sense of agency. Like sometimes, can you see that there's like Dara's offers going off 80% off, 90% off, which is true, which is not true, which is fake, obviously. But by seeing those offers, oh, mama, there's a Dara's order, buy, and I just take my phone and buy it. Because why? It's 80% off, but it's not actually 80% off. It's the original price itself. So these are the ways to attract. These are the ways to convince people, right? And using this social proof. So imagine you act like a different ways. Like, for example, Toastmaster Ravi Uduvela is representing Sri Lanka, right? So everyone is looking up to him. Everyone is looking towards him. We want everyone to be like him. We are okay. What is this Toastmaster doing? Okay, so how can we follow him to be that to be in that stage? So everyone is going to see him on how we can be that person. So being that socially blazing guy is also going to give you that persuasion skill. All right. So these are the 4 simple techniques that I want you to use in your life from today onwards. When you're giving a speech, include a story. When you're giving a speech, wear a good dress. And please maintain a good social media to be a social proof guy. And have this sense of urgency. All right. Okay. That happens only if you are in a business. All right? So please follow these techniques if you wanted to be a good guy. So how can I practice and apply this persuasion? And why would I even want to take this as my pathway? Imagine that if you want to master this art of reducing your stress, all right, you need to have this in your workplace. Some people are going to give you trouble, your president, your teacher, but you need to make sure to divert that into someone else. No. Divert it into a positive manner. So with that, you can reduce this stress and you can have a quality life, ladies and gentlemen. And you can go to debating practices and you can practice this with your Toastmasters, and that's why we are here. And you can study and analyze persuasive content, such as there's different novels and books that you can read and analyze about, and you can listen actively to these speeches and you can get those ideas on how to persuade. And last and most importantly, yes, this is for you, come to Toastmasters. That is where you're going to learn these skills even better. So with that being said, I would like to wind up my session and hope you guys enjoyed it and you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, and back to you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Hishan, for that wonderful speech. And okay, so before moving on to table topics, I can see our VP Education, Hemanda, is there. So I'm going to ask him a few words about city life and village lives. Okay, we'll ask from Hemanda. Okay, what's your thoughts about city life and village life? You'd like to hear some words from you.
Good evening, everyone. Actually, I won't be able to open my screen. But anyway, it's nice to talk to you all. I know that when you compare with the village life and city life, of course, I have a very pleasant experience in village life because I am from Matale. That's how I actually born in Matale, and there's a nice village called Hulangamu village. Actually, I stayed in that village and I got a lot of experience. But later on, I came to Colombo, and when you compare with the Colombo life or the city life and the village life, of course, I have very remarkable and very sweet memories in village life, because you know that village, of course, you can enjoy yourself than the city life. Of course, city life, of course, it's a very busy environment, and we cannot really enjoy the surroundings and other aspects. But village life, of course, we get very soothing environment, and we have a lot of friends. We have really enjoy about the climate and the beautiful mountains and all. So I really like to be in the village. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
For that wonderful thoughts. And okay, as we move on to our table topic session, think about how city life often requires quick thinking and being ready for anything. Just like in the city, our table topic speakers will need to think on their feet, ready to handle whatever comes their way. Let's see who is ready to take on the challenge. I will now hand it over to our table topic master today, Toastmaster Brenavan Kuganesan from IIT Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Brenavan, the virtual stage is yours now.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akila Salim. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brenavan Kuganesan from IIT Toastmasters Club. I'm excited to be your table topic masters today. For who are new here, I will explain how this session works. So first, what is table topic session? First of all, table topic session is a on-the-spot speaking exercise where participants can speak on a topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Today's theme is a tale of two words, city bus and village life. Participants will choose a number between 1 to 5, revealing their topics. If you choose a number, the topic will be there. So you will choose a number between 1 to 5. All right, let's get started. Who will be going first?
May I?
Yeah, which number do you want to choose?
Number 1.
Okay, number 1 is how the village help us to stay connected to the nature.
What is it? I didn't. Can you repeat that, please?
How do your villages help us to stay connected to the nature?
Right.
Sorry, pardon me. Can I speak in just for a moment?
Yes, Toastmaster Pasindu.
Table topic master, when you're going to introduce a speaker, please introduce it by the name, topic name, please. This is standard practice.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, Toastmaster Shahila Sabi, your table topic is how do villages help us to stay connected to the nature?
Right. Hello, everyone. A blissful morning to all of you. I'm sure it's not morning. That was to just to catch your attention. Right. And also, I would like to inform you that I am at home right now in my village. So why did I come here to my village today? It's too calm, serene. That will be your answers. But for me, it's not that. It's basically just being myself. Being in a busy city, big, busy, bustling city, I would say. Being a lecturer, a mom, I have so many roles to play. But beside that, I have forgotten who I am. Besides, I would also like you all to remember that do not forget yourself, because your self-worth is your net worth. One thing I would like to tell you is, please go to any calm, serene places where you can be yourself. You can think about some new ideas. You can relax yourself. So one thing I would like to tell you is, 2 years ago, when I was in my city, I'm not saying that city is bad, but I would say that it's a busy, bustling city. what happened was I was too much into the work, stress work, and I got a disease. I mean, it's not disease, it's actually, it was anxiety. I went to the doctor. The doctor said that you have to analyze who you are. Eventually, my understanding husband, we were there at our village for 2 months. We were just resting, relaxing, and I became myself. I understood who I am. I understood my strength. I understood who my family members. I found that village is the calmest place for you to become yourself. I found my calmness. How about you? Over to you. I'm so sorry, there's prayers going on.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shabila Sabi. That's a very exciting speech. Who is going next, bro?
Toastmaster Heshan.
Toastmaster Heshan. Okay, which number do you want to choose?
Topic number 3.
Toastmaster Heshan, your topic number 3 is describe a perfect day in either city or village. Topic number 3 is describe a perfect day in either a city or village. Toastmaster Heshan, over to you.
City or village? I would like to agree with this topic because when I was in a village, especially this, when I was in a village, especially Madunagala, I can understand as well as I can remember how I used to feel the surroundings which is having paddy fields, which calm down my mind. Especially once our relatives sat down to play cards, I got calmed down with the calming surroundings of the paddy fields. Especially in a city also, I can remember one day in a Toastmasters meeting, how I enjoyed the fine dining places, especially which is a new mind calming experience during the new era. Likewise, either city or village, it depends on the attitude of which you are towards the city or village. Mr. Table Topics Master, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hisham. That was a very exciting speech. So who is going next? There are 3
I would
more
like to
topics.
try next.
Okay, Toastmaster Shant and Navaratna. Which number do you want to choose?
I will go with number 5.
Topic 5 is, how do you think growing up in a city differs from the growing up in a village? Toastmaster Shant and Navaratna, your topic is, how do you think growing up in a city differs from a growing up in a village? Stage is yours.
Okay. All right. So I have always grown up in a city, right? So I'm very much a city person. So my life in a city a normal day is like I rush into work, I run through, I'm caught in a traffic jam. I'm stuck in a jam sometimes almost an hour just to get somewhere. And after that, once I'm stuck in the jam, I get into wherever I want to. I'm already a bit tired. And then I do whatever that errand that I need to run, and I want to go on to my next place. I'm again stuck in a jam and I get somewhere else. And so in a day, if I want to run errands, I find that maybe I can do 2 or 3 errands in a day. That's it. And then one day I went to a village. It was a little village where I had to spend a couple of days. And I had some errands to run there. And I met a friend in the village and she said, okay, we will do A, B, C, D, E today and F, G. And I'm like, hang on, you can't do all that in one day, you know, in the city, I can probably only do 2 because half the time I'm stuck in a jam. And then amazingly, we did all that within a day. You know why? Because we walked to one place and from there we walked to the next place. It just took us 10 minutes. And then we went on to the next place and it was in the same area. And I was like, hey, this is amazing, you know? So it's just doing chores was so much easier. And not only that, we walked everywhere in the village. And, you know, I was able to appreciate the village. I wasn't caught in some jam. And yeah, so that's how different city and village life is. And I actually enjoyed the couple of days that I spent in the village. So that's all for me today. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shantanavaratnam. That was a very insightful perspective and you made some excellent points. So who is going next? Any guests? Anyone? Can you hear from our newcomers? Any guests? Volunteer?
I'll go Toastmaster Brown.
Sorry?
I'm Pudu.
Yeah. Okay, Toastmaster Pudu. Which number do you want to choose?
Which numbers do we have?
We have 1 and 2 and 4.
1, 2, and 4. I'll go with 1.
Sorry, 2 and 4.
All right, 2.
Toastmaster Pudu, your topic 2 is, do you think it's easier to build strong friendship in a city or village and why?
Friendship is always about getting to know people and connecting with each other. Building a friendship either in a village or city doesn't really make any difference, I would believe. If you are a friendly person, if you are someone who is always smile at a person who you meet, and if you are a person who is willing to talk to a stranger, I think it's easier to build friendship. Let's now look at the difference between a friendship in a village and a city. When we are in a village, it's like a small community. It might be the houses, sometimes it might be long distance, sometimes it might be closer. But whenever things are happening in a village, it could be a religious event or a small paduru party. People get together, people help each other. That's where the friendship builds. When it comes to a city, it's more closed environment. But with social media and internet also there. And there are lots of networking events, parties happening. There we can build friendships. I have been living in a village as well as city for a certain period of my life. So when I was living in a village, I had friends. Those friendships were different. We will get together to play cricket or go on a swimming in a river. or play in the paddy field. But when it comes to a city friendship, it's more about go to a place and have a good meal together or go to watch a movie. The activities are different, but the core value when it comes to a friendship, it's sharing and caring. It's always there. Over to you, Tabletop Master.
Toastmaster
you're
Brahman,
muted.
You're still muted, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
perfect.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Prabodha, for your speech. That was a very excellent speech. And thank you for sharing your thoughts. So we have one more topic left. And who is going next? Any newcomers want to try? Any guests?
Yes, Toastmaster Zaid Salim, our guest, texted me saying that he wanted to try.
Yes, Toastmaster Zaid Salim. Yeah. Which number do you want to choose, sir? You have only number 4 is left. Is it okay? Toastmaster Zaid?
I think you can read the topic, Pranav.
Okay. Oh, sorry, my mute was muted. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, topic is
Hello?
discuss. Your topic is discuss how the concept of home might differ from someone living in a city versus village. Toastmaster Zaid Salim, that's your topic. Your topic is discuss how the concept of home might differ from someone living in a city versus a village. Over to you, Zaid.
Good evening, everybody. So I hope everyone's having a nice day today. And so the home is differ from the village and the city. Could be like when we live in a city, we are like very packed with a limited area, and we can say it like we don't actually have a land only with the house. Most of the houses are with, and most people live in the flats. And when we come to the home in the village, we can see mostly it's with garden and trees and stuff. And we can say like we have so many places to roam around the houses. So when we are growing from small ages, we get to go around and play with the gardens and stuff. And when we come to city life, most of the kids these days stay inside the house itself, and they don't get the opportunity to go out and play. When we see this generation, most with the TVs and mobile phones. So when we see in 10 more years, I think those kids are not going to have a life like what we used to have in the village, with what we had like playing with our neighbors and all. So that's what I would say, like the concept of home when we live in a city and a village.
Thank you, Zaid. That was both insightful and thoughtful and compelling. Thank you for that speech. So that's it. Thank you all the participants and audience for engaging in this session. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to Akila.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Branaman, for that wonderful table topic session. So let's move on to the table topic evaluation session now. So the first number, we have odd number evaluation. So in order to do odd number evaluations, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Pasindu Silva from Central Colombo Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Pasindu Silva, the virtual stage is yours now.
Thank you very much. So I'm not just doing the odd numbers, but at the same time, every single evaluation as well. So keep that in mind. So I'll be doing the evaluations now. So speaker number 1, Toastmaster Shihala. Her topic is about how the village helped to stay connected to nature. Now, one of the first thing I realized about that the structure of the speech. First of all, she welcomed the audience, and then she went through that how her starting is actually a different approach. Now, we usually say that when it comes to village, the first thing to remind is being calm and having a much more calm, peaceful nature. But to her approach, staying in a village is much more of a relaxing herself into a more helpful manner. This later proved even more further, as she mentioned in her experience that she had anxiety, but thanks to staying in the village for a certain amount of time, she managed to recover from a certain extent. And of course, another thing about it is that she have proved that, of course, her gestures when it comes to using the screen now, digital screen, using a digital platform is not that easy to use hand gestures and such, but she managed to do that as well. So she had good preparation on that. Now, I do have one point of improvement to improve though. Now, as I said, she got a good structure, but I might recommend you to change the order. Now, first of all, you mentioned that you want to go to the village because you want to recover. And then you shared something different. You said to the audience, as an example to staying in the village, go to a calm place. Now, in my opinion, I see that more of a suggestion at the end to saying to the audience that if you want to stay in a village or something similar, go to a calm place. It might feel like a suggestion. My opinion is, first of all, start an introduction, then go to the story, and finally go to the suggestion. This gives a proper flow for your entire speech. Although this is a table topic, it is a good thing to have a certain structure in your mind. So let's go with the structure for introduction, story, and then suggestion in your case. So in summary, you welcome the audience, and then you went through a story, came up with a different approach, thinking outside the box. And then, of course, your story, you shared your experience on why you stay in the village and what actually helps you on that. The suggestion to you do is change the flow of your structure, keeping up introduction, story, and then suggestion. Speaker number 2 is Toastmaster Heshan on perfect day in city or village. Now, first thing I actually realized is that rather than going for one point of the story, you went to both. You share an experience when it comes to living in a village. You said that you lived in Nadungala. You shared experience when you staying in the village in Nadungala, when you paddy fields that calm your mind. And of course, playing, pardon me, I'll just give me a minute. Sorry about that. Could you give me 1 minute, please?
Yes, definitely, sir.
Right. I'm terribly sorry about that. I just got a call from my own club or something. Right. So back to continuation. So you shared about your experience in the village and your paddy fields and playing cards with fellow people. And then you shared the experience in the city, saying that you love to stay in the city because you experience a fine dining experience. And another important point is that you gave a final suggestion, more specifically a clarification to everyone. It's not about where you live in the city or the village, it's about your attitude. It depends on your attitude, how you're going to feel the experience on it. Now, one thing I did realize is that you agreed on the topic. Now, this topic is not, in my opinion, this topic is not the kind of topic that you agree on. It's more of that you express on something. You're trying to talk about something, a perfect day. So if you're going to agree on that topic, that might not be the best option. So rather than agree on the topic, you could suggest on like, I do have a certain experience on it, or maybe something like, I would like to share my story in regarding this. And also one more thing, when it comes to a certain topic like this, it is a good option rather than going to both of them at once. Try to pick one option and excel on that, because one of the biggest problems is when you're trying to do two things at once, you are not perfect on either one of them. It's difficult, but it will be real. It's difficult, but I will not recommend you that. So take one topic and then work on that. So in summary, I like the fact you shared your experience on both your village and also in the city, and also the final message. It's based on your attitude on it. But my recommendation is, rather than agreeing on a topic, share your experience on it, because this is not the topic that you agree on. And rather than taking both ends, take one end and then take that. This way you can perfect on that rather than going both ways and sharing the resources to both together. Speaker number 3 is Toastmaster Shanti. Your topic was growing up in the city. I'm summarizing the topic, of course. I'm sorry about that. Your experience of growing up in the city, how it differs in growing up in the village. Now, first of all, you shared the experience when it comes to your city life, especially when it comes to doing your errands and how the traffic jam is that noisy. But at the same time, you share the experience when it comes to doing your errands, but you will living in the village. Now, you actually did a good job on it. First of all, that how you contradict both topics, because this is what actually the topic meant. You actually want to say how differs the city life and the village life. So it's a good option that you took that. And I had to say that you clearly set up a border and a good margin on both ends. And at the same time, I really love your facial expression. I was looking at the camera and your entire facial expression. You felt a sigh of relief when you come to speaking about the city, when you go speak about the village. But at the same time, you feel stressed when you're going to talk about the city, because when it comes to city life, traffic jam is not something we like. And when it comes to village, the peaceful and calmness showed in your face. That's a good job on that. Now, I do have a slight recommendation. I did see that you tried to use some hand gestures, but unfortunately, your camera setup was a bit too high. I only saw the top part of your neck and your body area, so I didn't see much of your hands. So when it comes to using a digital platform, raise your hands a bit more, or try show your facial expression rather than just try to prioritizing the hand if you're feeling uncomfortable or if it's difficult on that moment. So in summary, you shared your city life and your village life, and you contradict both of them at the same. You contradict each other because this topic is specifically about contradicting it. And also, I like your facial expression when it comes to talking about the certain aspect, the village calm and the city difficult and exhausting. The recommendation to you do is, when it comes to speaking in a virtual platform, raise your hands a bit more if you're using hand gestures, because if you do not, you might find that people will not see your hand gestures and it'll be a bit unclear. Speaker number 4 is Toastmaster Pubudu. His speech is about easy to build strong friendships in city or village. Again, a summarized of the topic. Now, the first thing you gave us is the definition of friendship. And you literally highlighted the point. It's not where you make the friendship. It's actually how you can make it. It doesn't matter where you make it, because friendship matters in both areas. And your story highlighted both points. In the village, you pointed out that friendships build as communities in social gatherings and events. And when it comes to cities, friendships as a close group. But thanks to social media, city life friendship has expanded a bit more further. And you pointed out that as well. And then you shared up the experience on how you made friends in both city and village. When it comes to the village, your experience with your friends there is you enjoying yourself by doing physical activities, playing in the paddy field, playing in the grounds, playing cricket, swimming and stuff. And when it comes to the city, you pointed out that you enjoy with your friends by eating and watching movies and having a small gatherings and stuff. This means you share your experience in both ends. This is something that you have to, according to the topic, you need to show up that how both ends work together. So good job on that. And also one more thing, you actually pointed out the final suggestion, the core values of friendship. It's always sharing and caring. I like the wordplay on that as well, and that's a good message as well. Now, there is one point I need to actually point out is, and that's the fact that we are not trying to use singular words or jargons when it comes to speaking in Toastmasters. So I might suggest you to minimize that, because you mentioned Kadur Party, and I believe it's not like many people actually know what Kadur Party is. Even it took me a second to figure out as well. But at the same time, rather than talking Kadur parties, it's just called like small parties, something like that. So overall, I like the fact that how you mentioned about the definition of friendship and how that matters. It's not about the place, it's who you're making and for what for. And you're sharing your experience in the village and the city. And of course, the final message might suggest you to minimize the usage of jargons and singular words in the future on your tabletop speeches, and also in evidence speeches as well. So our last speaker is Toastmasters Zaid. You talked about the concept of home in village and city. Now, the first thing actually mentioning you did is that you welcome the audience. That's a good practice, and I like that. And at the same time, the first thing you pointed out that the difference between living in city and village is the limitation of space. Now, this is something I do realize as well, since I live in Colombo, and as a matter of fact, many people live in cities, and we have limited amount of space. And you shared your experience and connected with us as well. And you pointed out in your part of the speech, saying that when it comes to villages, it's about the garden and roaming together. We have a good space around us. When it comes to city, you mentioned that many people actually stay in home, and you also pointed out another important factor is that children are staying in home, and that changes their society along with the living in the city as well. Their mindset changes because of space. I like the fact you pointed out both ends of it, and that actually gives the contradictory on both ends as well. Now, so might I suggest you to give a small improvement point on it? In my opinion, I recommend you to give a much more better ending point. I'm not so sure if I heard the ending point correctly, but I find an end message will do better on this task. So I recommend you do an end message on it, and it will help you a bit more on the speech as well. So overall, I like the fact that you welcome the audience and then you give the contradictory on both city and village. Might suggest you to adjust the ending message as well. So that will be the table topic evaluations for all speakers, and I have to leave as well because I have another meeting to attend to. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and back to you, Toastmasters, and have a wonderful night. See you.
Yeah, guys, Toastmasters Pasindu, please wait. Let's take the group photo now, and then we'll move on. And I need to make a suggestion. Thank you, Toastmaster Pasindu, for accepting to be the table topics evaluator entirely at such short notice, and sacrificing his table topic role as well for the betterment of us. So that deserves a great kudos, guys. So thank you, Toastmaster Pasindu. So let's take the photo now. Toastmaster Heshan, I think you'll take the photo, I guess.
Now it's time for everyone to connect with each other. I would like to kindly request you all to switch on your video and stay for a group photo. I would like to kindly request you all to have a heart reaction first. Okay. Stand by, ready, action. Shift, print screen. Okay. Now I'll publish it. Stop. Toastmaster Ishan, please forward that to the potential members group.
Sure, thank you.
Okay, now I would like to kindly request you all to have a party reaction. Stand by, ready, action. Shift, print screen. Okay. Toastmaster Ishan.
Yeah, I'll forward it.
Okay. Now, let's have a nice smile. Stand by, ready, action. Over to you, Toastmaster Ishan.
Thank you, bro. And I would also like to make a huge thanks to Toastmaster Yalini, Toastmaster Shahela, Toastmaster Branavan, Toastmaster Nadishan for joining with us. And it was a pleasure. I met them all at many places, at many contests, and I'm happy that they are with me today. It's been a long time seeing them. Hopefully, we'll meet again some other day. So they deserve a great applause as well. Thank you so much, guys. Without you guys, this meeting wouldn't be possible. So with that being said, to finish things off quickly, I'll give the controls back to the team only. Bye.
Okay, so next, in a village, evenings are often a time to look back on the day and think about what happened.
Excuse me,
So in our
one
meeting, evaluation serve the same purpose. So just like villagers sharing their day stories, let's welcome our evaluator, Toastmaster Heshan Hettiaraichi. Now.
Toastmaster Shahila, I heard a few words. Do you want to take a
No, it was like my little one was there, so I just wanted to leave. I thought that we are not doing the evaluations, so that's what I wanted to remind you guys. Because in our clubs we do the evaluations and then the table topic evaluations. That's right.
Oh, okay.
No worries, Toastmaster Shahela. You can do your evaluation, and later afterwards you can leave.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So should I start my evaluations?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So my speaker, who is Toastmaster Geethalata Thangaraja, are you here? Yes, with a sweet smile, she's here. And also, she spoke. Now I'll just start this. She is a confident speaker for sure. Why am I saying this? Because she started with a beautiful quote, which really touched my heart as well. And she said, if you can't fly, run. And if you can't run, walk, but never stop. If I'm not mistaken. Right? And also, we had a beautiful message in your speech, which also said, do not be discouraged, fight over for your challenge. It was a superb message as well. So what a great speech to start with. You started with a beautiful, you started with a story, your personal experience. And it also said that resilience means, what do you mean by it? You spoke about that to us, and you shared the special moments where you got through your resilience. You also share the challenges which you faced in your life. You sacrificed so much. And I'm not going to talk about your speech, but here I am going to talk about your body language. Lovely speech. First of all, first and foremost, I would like to tell you that you were an excellent speaker. As I told you, you were a great confident speaker. You are a great storyteller. And when it comes to body language, I would rather like to tell you is that the gestures. The gesture, since it's a virtual platform, I really recommend you to keep at least, it's always better for you to have at least half a body to be seen. So that in that way, your hand movements, the way you speak, even if you say I, you, it's always better for do this, I, myself. You, we don't use this. We always say this. We have open arm gestures. It's always this. And if we show something, it's always like this. So it's always better for use this body languages, and also the voice modulation, which is really important. I thought that your voice was a bit monotonous, because when you spoke some dialogues, or when you was sad in your situations in your lives, you could have mentioned that in a lower pitch, higher pitch, a moderate pitch as well. For an example, if there was a dialogue, you could have elaborated your emotions. It connects with the audience. So that is what I would like to mention. All in all, you are a wonderful speaker, great speech. The gestures were awesome. Only thing is you have to work on a little bit of modulation so that next time when you come here, you're going to be an awesome, confident, and a professional speaker. All the very best to you. Over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shahila, for joining today. And also, that was a wonderful evaluation that you have given. Thank you so much for joining today also. And okay, so next we will move on to the evaluation session. So it's going to be Toastmaster Heshan Hettiariji going to do the evaluation session. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Heshan to do the evaluation session.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Akila. Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Now it has come to the general evaluation session of today's meeting. First, I will be evaluating the time element of the prepared speakers. First of all, I would like to say today's round robin session lasted 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Regarding the prepared speeches, let's see. Please give me a few seconds. Okay. Speeches. First of all, thank you very much, Toastmaster Shahila, as well as Toastmaster Pasindu, for that wonderful evaluation. Now, moving on to the prepared speeches. Moving on to the round robin session. The round robin session lasted for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Moving on to the prepared speech evaluations. And moving on to the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Geeta invested 5 minutes and 18 seconds. Guest Toastmaster Charles Hamilton invested 7 minutes and 6 seconds. Toastmaster Hishan invested 13 minutes and 9 seconds. Moving on to the impromptu speakers, guest Toastmaster Shahila invested 2 minutes and 6 seconds. And the rest speakers, including myself, guest Shanta, Toastmaster Pupudu, and guest Zaid, invested their time wisely as shown in this slide. To deliver the R-counters report of the prepared speakers and impromptu speakers, I would like to invite Toastmaster Geeta. Toastmaster Geeta, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Here is my account report. In the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Charles Hamilton and Toastmaster Hishan, you both had no any crutch sounds or filler words in your speech. So well done. Toastmaster Geeta, myself was counted by Toastmaster Pubudu. I also did not have any filler words, but had long true pauses. Thank you, Toastmaster Fubuthu, for your evaluation. The table topics features Toastmaster Sahila Sabil, Toastmaster Santa Navaratnam both had no any correct sounds of words in your speeches. Toastmaster Heshan, you had 2 E's in your speech. Toastmaster Said Salim, you had 3 E's and 4 R's in your speech. The table topic evaluation, speech evaluation, Toastmaster Fasintu Silva, you had only 6 E's in your evaluation speech. The prepared speech evaluation, Toastmaster Sahila Saved had no any correct sounds or filler words. That's all from my report. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Geeta, for that wonderful, comprehensive evaluation. Now, to evaluate the second prepared speaker, Toastmaster Charles, I would like to invite Toastmaster Yalini. Yes, Toastmaster Yalini, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Hishan Hettiarachi. I would like to have a small help. Can my evaluation be recorded to be shared with Toastmaster Charles?
All right. Toastmaster Heshan, Toastmaster Yalini will share her evaluation with Toastmaster Charles, so we can continue with the evaluation.
Okay. Toastmaster Yalini, over to you.
Toastmaster Hishan and our mighty speaker, Toastmaster Charles Hamilton. What a speech it was. A mighty speech. What I really liked about Charles' speech today is his use of adage and the use of symbolism of bringing even a hammer to the meeting. So here the weaponry, he did not use the real weaponry. He was telling about the pen and the sword, but more than the pen or the sword, it's the mightier one, the person who is using it appropriately for that stage is the brave one. So today, Toastmaster Charles was the brave one who used tools to mesmerize me, and I presume all the other Toastmasters with usage of correct title for a correct audience, which is about, is it constructive? And he started with the weaponry that is commonly available, but we rarely actually adhere, which is the club mission. So with that club mission, he actually started with a question, how many of us actually do adhere to the club mission? Which was an easy way to grab our audience, and he kept us engaged because it was a relevant and a powerfully written content. The language usage was optimal. With all these praises, Toastmaster Charles, before the meeting, asked me to specially, he's a division second runner-up, he wanted to be going the next level. So we have seen in our presence Toastmaster Dhananjay Hettiarachi and now Toastmaster Ravi Udwala. So I thought of their world championship speeches, and I was trying to see how we can improve or how I can help Toastmaster Charles improve. 2 things that came into mind. One, I think the usage of powerful pauses can be improved. For example, without shyness, using the weaponry, that is the hammer, and using it in a very powerful manner with clear, conscious usage, including when he's walking back and talking to make sure he's audible, as well as his posture is very, very purposeful. The other thing on the content, so on the delivery, that part, on the content, I myself believe the structure could have, it already has foundational phrase with weaponry, but that could have been used in a juristical manner, so it could have much more effective usage. So overall, wonderful speech, wonderful message, and wonderful language usage. Only tweak the powerful pauses and the powerful structuring with the foundational phrase. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Heshan.
Thank you very much, visiting Toastmaster Alini, for that wonderful comprehensive evaluation. To evaluate Toastmaster Hishan's speech, I would like to invite guest Toastmaster Nadishan Kannangar. Toastmaster Nadishan, the virtual stage is yours.
Hello. Hello, Ishan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Toastmaster Nadishan.
Right, great, thanks. Audience, please excuse me, I'll not be switch on the camera because my very unstable for the moment. But I will continue to give the evaluation to the Toastmaster Ishan. Ishan, your speech, you have started the art of your subtle change, the art of subtle change, the speech with a very special story. Now, when somebody goes with their children to a marketplace, children asking the same and parents refusing same is very common thing and very related to every one of us. I was wondering at a moment how this could be supported for the presentation master. You have get that curious, or you have utilized that curious very fantastically, what I would say, because you put that why this story you have brought, how that your brother has excelled his presentation skills to convince your parents rather than you. So anybody recording this thing will share in later. Chance children might utilize to pursue him in future. Having said that, you are a very fluent speaker and you had excellent quotes and examples brought in throughout the speech. When you say that how you have helped your friend who has broken your persuasion skills, and you mentioned that you don't need to be a doctor, you just need to be a person who can save somebody else. That is a very wonderful quote you have brought in. And also, you at the end of the speech, you had actionable plan for anybody of us, the audience, how you could achieve your persuasive speech for the presentation. That is through the storytelling, the sense of urgency, etc. So throughout that, you have exhibit that what you are talking is about a very great set of research. For you to improve Toastmasters, but I would suggest to improve your speech to the next level. First, like I would like to suggest, you enter the speech with story, but during the time when you enter to a presentation, I feel like it's a bit more technical. Since the audience is, we have with a variety of background, I would like to suggest the introduction, presentation, the slides related to some examples like you read later on would connect the audience better rather than the more technical terms throughout the speech. And also, I would like to suggest, since the presentation, since your project objective is directly related, how that you have grown to doing this pathway. If you can add more story since you had about 10 to 12 minutes time, could be more assurance to the audience that for them also to follow, uh, for us to make another champion speak. And also, I would like to suggest please be careful about the background, especially when you are at online meetings, not disturb them or rather be colorful. So overall, you had done a marvelous speech. You are very fluent. Who can work about the few things that I mentioned in future. And everybody in the audience, I would like to invite you all to for a standing ovation in the physical meeting, since he has completed 2 pathways and he's completing it. All the best to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nadishan.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nadishan, for that wonderful, comprehensive evaluation. Since we are running out of time, let's go to the grammarian's report. I would like to invite Toastmaster Hishan, Toastmaster Zeenatul Amina for the grammarian's report. Toastmaster Amina, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster. Guys, first of all, let me tell all the positive points of the day. And I'll start with the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Akila. It was a wonderful meeting carried by you. And thereafter, we had a session called Round Robin Masters. It was done very well and interestingly it was carried. And thereafter, Toastmaster Charles, Toastmaster Geethalata, and Toastmaster Hisha did their part very well, excellent. And the interesting part of the day, it was for me, a youngest Toastmaster came and did a wonderful job. And now coming to the suggestions and improvements, Toastmaster Akila, I'll start with you this also. In the Round Robin Masters session, you initiated some sentences, like you started, it's a nature, but you didn't complete some sentences. So I would like to suggest better, whatever the sentence you initiate, please complete that. And thereafter, while coming to the main speakers of the day, Mr. Charles, he did his part very well with the expressions, gestures, and pronunciations, and not much mistakes I found. But when coming to the Toastmaster Geethalata, I found some grammarian mistakes in your side that you said all of my work is lost. So I hope that you can understand that there is a grammar mistake there. And some other point also was there, finding that you has done a grammar mistakes. And thereafter, you says that they helped me. You use this word 2 or 3 times. It was in a past tense, so better you consider these grammar mistakes in your while you're delivering a speech. And mostly, I would like to tell that I suggested a word for the day, articulate. Very, very few Toastmasters were used this word. So overall, this is the grammarian report for today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Amina, for that wonderful, comprehensive evaluation of the language element of today's meeting as the grammarian. Now, moving on to my evaluation. Despite of small issues, I believe that today we could conduct a wonderful meeting with not only our club members, but also guests. Thank you very much for all the guests as well as our club members for their wonderful contribution for today's meeting. Now, Mr. Presiding Officer, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Heshan. So with that being said, I would like to conclude the meeting. Before I would like to conclude, I would like to have a few words from Toastmaster Yalini about what to improve.
Toastmaster Hisham, it was a wonderful meeting. I really enjoyed every element of your meeting. The main thing that I really loved is the technology usage from Hisham using, was able to picture a view of when he was doing slides and stuff, small nuances like, hey, Hisham, you were doing, having the timer on the PowerPoint itself. So those elements, and also Toastmaster of the day, Akila's informative and engaging session, and how she twisted the questions when she was transitioning, not having the same kind of slides going to the slides. So I loved everything. The only thing that there is point to improve in that sense, the timing. I think timing of the meeting, it will be anyway lengthy. When you have more people, it's more varied, but the timing only is the only element, especially in the transitioning, you can think about improving, in my opinion. Thank you for having us. Thank you. Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, guys. So with that being said, I would like to conclude the meeting today. So I hope we'll be having another meeting and see these old faces once again. So good night, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy what you do every day. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. See you. Have